Right, let's see if I can hear anything.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I can't because I haven't plugged it in.
Goodness. This is a second
Now
year.
I can...
Second year into doing this.
Oh, all of a sudden there's lots of Twitter notifications.
Why? Is
So
it
there's
people
been
complaining? Because I just put a tweet. Someone had written a tweet about how much they'd enjoyed the weekend of gigs that they saw me at. So I retweeted it and I was wondering who's going to be the first person who complains and said, you should be mourning, David. I did think about that. And I thought, should I, obviously the Queen has died today. Listeners, because people don't, it takes them a while to get through the podcast back catalogue. This might be like 2 years in the future. So people won't know this is the first podcast we've done since the Queen has died.
And additional news, Mrs. McCluskey from Grange Hill's died.
It's not really news as such. Because
That is news.
No, what I mean is listeners, that's not breaking news because it's a podcast.
That's true, but in terms of today...
This gives us... I'd argue that the Queen's death is more of like a totem of where we are at the moment. Like listeners go, oh yeah, I understand. I know where you are now with the podcast. I know what time, roughly when the podcast was released.
Change of monarchy.
If we'd have known that, we should have said, I know a lot of people. Thank goodness I haven't got a gig today because I might have had to cancel it if I knew that Mrs. McCluskey from Grange Hill had died.
You know what? That's a big deal for a lot of people.
Out of respect, I would have not done a gig. But I was wondering what to do because we got the news of the Queen's death while I was on the train heading to a gig. And I thought, does this mean that the gig is going to be cancelled? And then it was decided, because I was on, obviously we were entering a period of mourning. And often when I perform, there is a period of mourning, an extended period of mourning. I've read those reviews. And so I actually thought, well, it seems fitting that I should do the gig then. So because I've been away gigging, Ellie, you've not seen me for the last few days.
Nope.
Because I feel like we need to motivate ourselves. I think as a society, as a country right now, we need motivation to get us to where we want to be. And we need to do that to get us into this podcast, Ellie.
Yeah.
So you won't be aware that I have a new alarm.
Oh, do you?
I do. A new alarm clock sound on my phone to get me motivated to start the day. Because as you know, I'm not a morning person.
You're not, and I get up and leave for work before
morning,
you get up.
as in waking up in the morning, listeners,
Yes.
rather than a morning person. We're not bound to the death of the Queen. So.
I think they knew the level of respect when they heard the episode about when Prince Philip died.
So you won't be aware of my alarm. I think we need motivation, and this is going to help motivate you as well, Ellie, because you've had a day's work and now it's time to do the podcast. So this is my alarm. Normally I wake up and it's just kind of depressive thoughts and all of that kind of thing. Not anymore, Ellie.
Okay.
Thanks to Liz Truss. Oh, Liz Truss with a speech. So this is the speech when she first became Prime Minister. I was very cynical. But then I heard her words and I thought, bloody hell, this has motivated the people, the Tories, who were there, sat there. She seems pretty pleased with what she's saying. And I thought, yeah, this is my mantra. And I think this is great for the podcast as well. We should, like last week we started where you introduced me and I went, because that's how I start every single gig.
Yeah.
Seemingly when I go on stage, I always go, and I wasn't aware of that, but we discovered that's what I do in the podcast. So we did that, and I think it really lifted me and helped me.
Okay.
Well, this is going to lift me even more. So this was the speech, for those people who don't know, it's this bit that I am referring to.
We will deliver, we will deliver, we will deliver.
Absolutely brilliant. I love that it's the fact that she says, we will deliver, and you think, well, fair enough. And then she says it again. You think, Then she says it again. You think, bloody hell. Well, quite rightly, she says it, and then...
And we...
And the audience at this point are applauding, as you would imagine. The Tories are applauding this. She's obviously can't wait to say the rest of it. She says, and wait. And I'm thinking, where's she going to go next? Because she's already said, we will deliver, and we will deliver. So you think, that third, and.
Yeah.
You think that's the end? You think, where's it going next? We will deliver, and we will deliver. How could she... So she's got to wait. She's got to wait for the audience, the Tories, to calm down.
Yeah.
Now, the applause is cut short. It only goes on for about 20 seconds. Ordinarily, we're going for 2 or 3 minutes after a speech like that. But people are thinking, well, she's clearly going to say something next. She can't wait to say it. What's it going to be? How do you follow up, we will deliver, and we will deliver?
And we will deliver.
Oh, my goodness. And that's the beauty of it. Some people wouldn't think to do that. We will deliver. Some people just think we will deliver, that'll do. But not her. We will deliver, and we will deliver. Lulled them into a false sense of security. And we will deliver. Absolutely brilliant. So now what happens, Ellie, when my alarm goes off, I wake up.
We will deliver.
That wakes me up. Straight away, my eyes are open. The light is in.
We will deliver.
That's when I'm up. I'm stretching now into the air.
We will deliver.
I spring out of bed, Ellie. And of course, the first thing I do, ordinarily, of course, is to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So as the applause is ringing in my ear, I'm running to the toilet, which is perfect, because at that point she goes...
And we...
And so I do, and then I'm putting on my clothes. By the time I've got my clothes on, I've got the final
And we
little
will
bit
deliver.
ringing in my ears. And I go, yes, we will deliver. And then I'm up. Okay.
I'm not how.
She can't do it. She can't. She's not. Come on, Ellie.
Deliver.
You will deliver. Come on.
I'm not sure how I feel about you being so excited and woken by Liz Truss every morning.
Well, it's a shame you should say that because we're going to have that as our first dance for the wedding. Last week on the David Eagle podcast, Ellie emitted wind, erotic acrobatics. I do a bit of roofing. How dare you?
I want a panda Kruger and I want bamboo. You're about as much use as a good spears.
If you're not down with Mr. Mistopheles and his crew, there'll be no rum-tum-tugger for you.
I'd like to invite you to come and sniff my friend.
What you don't realise, listeners, is I'm doing this bit with my penis out, and you should have heard what I was saying about Rishi Sunak.
Please welcome to the podcast, David Eagle.
Yes, it's the David Eagle podcast. Almost there. That introduction from Ellie. Pretty inspiring, but not as inspiring as Liz Truss. But then again, I know a lot of people will be hearing at the start there the words, Ellie emitted wind. They'd be very excited about that. And maybe some people going, oh God, we'll have to go back and listen to that. And I want to hear more about Ellie emitting wind on the podcast. We have a wind emitting update, Ellie.
Do we?
Yes, we'll come back to the fart thing very soon, actually.
Oh, great.
But before we do that, we go back to the R's. We talked about, on last week's podcast, we were thinking about songs, weren't we, that had R
Yes.
in them. And we had the idea of seeing if we could make my R's work over various songs. So the R that I do... At the start of every single gig, we put it in song. We could only think of two songs, really. The first one we could think of was Chic Le Freak. This is my attempt to make the R work with that. That's that one we got. Then the other one we thought of. Also, I realised as well, because that one I had to reverse the R to get it to work, you see. Oh, indeed. So it kind of, when I reversed it and then folded it, it kind of sounded a little bit like a siren almost. Like a police siren. If that's what the kind of siren the police did have, I call that little file "Let's Be Arving You." And the last thing, and don't worry, we'll get back to the farts soon, listeners. The last one is, we had the immigrant song, didn't we? This was a very difficult one to do. The R's. It was very difficult because my R is R and it goes down very quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go down too quickly. You've warned me about that before, haven't you, Ellie? And so it was very difficult. I don't know if it even works, this.
Okay.
Well, it's of course the other one it worked absolutely brilliantly, but this one, not so sure about because it's very difficult to do. But here we go. There we are. There's the R.
Please, can that be your walking music to our wedding?
When I come down, there, once we've had Liz Truss,
Please, we have.
we will deliver. Who will we deliver? Down the aisle I come.
Then we just have to rewrite the verse to "I come from the land of Hartlepool" and...
Yes, I could do my own little song.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know listeners are going, come on, back to the farts. Because I want to put your mind at ease, Ellie.
Yeah.
You're not the only person to fart. I mean, in recordings.
No.
And I think there have been moments where people have farted on recordings and just gotten away with it and no one's realised. And I discovered this last week.
Okay.
I was doing some work for the next David Eagle's Pick and Mix, the DJ set with no rules. And I was doing something with the Fine Young Cannibals.
Okay.
And the song, the She Drives Me Crazy. So, I think there's a fart in the song.
Okay.
Now, you can't hear it in the actual real song, but you can hear it in the a cappella.
Okay.
And I 100% promise you, I have not doctored this. This isn't like a joke. It's the weirdest joke. Because firstly, why pick that song?
Yeah.
I'm saying this 100%. I haven't just gone, oh, that'd be funny. We'll just pick a random song and I'll just put some farts over the top. I 100% have not done that. I want you to listen because I think you will hear this fart. Okay?
Okay.
I won't make it on my own.
Here we go.
No one likes
Did you hear
to
it?
be alone.
Did you hear it?
No one likes...
It's there now. What we can do is, all I've done now, this is not something that I've added. I mean, why would I? It would be a weird joke to put in. If I was going to pretend there was a fart on something, I would have gone, and then if you listen again to the Liz Truss speech...
We will deliver, we will deliver, we will deliver. And
we as well, then she does a little we. Anyway, so what I've done now is, I've just added a bit of compression so that when there's no singing, it'll bring the level up.
I won't make it on my own. No one likes.
So it's louder there. And he, in fairness, just continues. Now, I'm thinking, there's no tuba that randomly just comes in there. I think that is clearly a fart. So there you go.
Wow.
You are not the only one, Ellie.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks, mate.
To fart. And, actually... He has been... I think he does allude to the problem because in the song, and someone says, the producer says, why do you keep farting? And he does respond, actually.
I can't stop.
He can't stop. He says, I Googled the Fine Young Cannibals crazy fart, and I Googled the bits of the lyric to see if anybody else had found this, and nobody else has noticed it. But what it did do, Ellie, I found an article on the internet, which I think we should read now, Ellie. So I'm going to email this article to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to forward this to Ellie. Don't want to send this to the wrong person, because that would be very odd. I've emailed you an article,
God.
Ellie. This is an article that I discovered. So.
Sexually aroused by farts? You're not alone. This paper describes a person with eproctophilia, which is a term for someone who's sexually aroused by flatulence. Brad was asked about his first experiences of eproctophilia. He claimed that, compared to other eproctophiles who had colourful first experiences, his experience was a bit more tame than most, which is disappointing in a way. Brad first engaged in a proctophile act at around 16 or 17 years of age. He was with a male friend, and up to that point, he considered himself as heterosexual. This was until he heard his male friend fart in front of him. Brad recalled, "It was rather appealing in sound, and I found myself fixating on it."
I love the way that he talks, because he really kind of describes it with quite flowery language. I mean, there might be someone listening to the podcast who has got this.
Maybe. If so,
very aroused last week on the podcast, and they'll be like, oh God, I'm going to find more Fine Young Cannibals a cappella songs.
At first, I didn't want to admit I was into his farting, but eventually I decided to experiment. I set up a bet at some point and intentionally lost, with the wager being the right to fart in the loser's face for a week. I continued to lose such bets once every few weeks for about 2 years. I'm not sure how graphic of details you'd like, but I've had my face farted on by both men and women at point blank range. Now, this could be an issue because you can get pink eye from that.
Can you?
Yeah, so it's when poo particles go in your eyes and you can get an infection. It's quite dangerous.
So it's not all fun and games.
No.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? I'm sounding so appealing before that point. Turns out there is a downside to it. Okay, and it's good to have the balance, because I wouldn't want anyone thinking we're just...
Do I really have to...
We're just promoting it.
Okay. I like the sound and the smell. The worse, the better. In terms of sound, I prefer a deep bubbling sound. In terms of smell, I like acrid sulphur. I prefer the farter to be clothed. I just prefer fabric for 3 reasons. Firstly...
I love the way he talks, because it's so...
Just matter
so
of fact
eloquent.
about it.
For 3 reasons, which I shall outline now.
Firstly, the sound tends to be better with fabric, particularly jeans or nylons. Secondly, the smell lingers in cloth, whereas in the news it's a relatively quick blast of smell. And third, I like the look of butt cheeks better when they're defined by fabric. Brad was specifically asked why he preferred sulphurous farts, and he said that they tended to be the strongest and most disgusting. The more disgusting, the more I like it, as it heightens the sense of duality. The more disgusting the fart...
It's such an odd, eloquent turn of phrase. There's such poetry.
This is a lovely final sentence, in which case, David, I think you'll like it. The more disgusting the fart and the prettier the lady, the more of a schism it is between the societal expectation and the reality.
There you go. What did I tell you, listeners?
We will deliver, we will deliver, we will deliver.
I don't really know what to say.
That wasn't a fart, by the way. If just Brad's listening, that's just him the chair squeaking.
I don't know what to say.
I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah, I think it does. Can I delete that email now?
Yes. I think it might be time now, Ellie, after that, to go to Herbal Tea of the Week. That's the kind of multifaceted podcast that we're dealing with. We're back on location with Herbal Tea of the Week, and this week we are heading for a two-parter. We are heading to Nottingham.
Some folks like plain tea, others like tea herbally, but this is the feature that reviews herbal tea verbally. We'll give it a smell, we'll give it a drink, and then we will tell you what we think. Tea is the subject on which we will speak in our exciting feature, Herbal Tea of the Week.
Herbal Tea of the Week on location. We're in Nottingham at the
Biscuit and Brew Tea House.
Biscuit and Brew Tea House in Nottingham.
This is a small little cafe that's probably the size of a terraced house front room. There's 6 tables in total, so they can maybe fit 20 people at the most, I think.
And the woman on the table next to us is now talking to the proprietor of the tea company, the tea house. And it's a bit strange, actually, because she's doing a full interview with them, presumably not for a podcast. She's been talking to him for about 10 minutes, and we've been waiting to record, but we haven't been able to because she's very loudly talking to the proprietor of the tea company. So we've now picked up some things that he is saying, and he set up a tea company because he was looking for an alternative to alcohol. He used to be a very big drinker, but then he thought, I need to diversify into something else. What can I use as an alternative? And tea was the answer.
As it often is.
That's the reason I've done it, because I, of course, was a massive alcoholic. You thought it was just a light-hearted feature, everybody. Some people say, why do you do a feature about herbal tea, David? You know, some people think it's a little bit twee. They don't realise how much it means to me. If I don't do it then, and we ditch Herbal Tea of the Week, then I will go back to my rampant drunken ways again. He also is saying that he used to be a musician, and he was saying that when he drinks a certain tea, flavours of tea remind him of music. It associates him with music, so you can go, that reminds me of this song. So some of the teas are named after songs or artists, I think. Can you see any examples of those?
Strawberry Fields Forever, which is a fruit infusion, zested strawberries, blended to the music of the Beatles song, Strawberry Fields Forever. So it's got apple, rose,
I love the fact that he's using blended to it. So
so I think they put them in the background.
Put the music on.
Yeah, so there's one that is green tea called Lull, which is a blueberry, almond, cinnamon, purple tea, blended to the taste of Lull by Arthur Dove. I think he might be Arthur Dove, because I think the company that makes these is Arthur Dove.
Oh, right, so he's on music.
The whole Red Bush selection is named after sweet things. So there's plum tart, there's French toast, rhubarb and custard, carrot cake, Jaffa cake, sober,
very fitting.
S-O-B-R-E, blended to the song of the same name. And then there's a Battenberg. And then the black tea, we've got Biscuit Brew, which is like a chocolate digestive blend. Ooh. Black Forest, banana fudge, salted caramel, caramel apple Betty, cherry bakewell, mango chai and moonbeam.
Do I point? Do I just do like a random thing and just move my finger and just point somewhere on the menu?
Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to point at something random. Let's see what it lands on.
That was Hound on the Hunt. So that is sweet, smoky and chili bonfire blend. So it's apple, beetroot, rosehip, beetroot, aniseed, licorice, lapsang souchong, red peppercorn, safflower, sunflower, chili, natural flavouring. So it's low caffeine, that one.
Okay.
So I was thinking of carrot cake, which is red bush, carrot, cinnamon, lemon peel, mallow flowers and flavouring. Or there's watermelon sugar, which is blended to the music of Harry Styles from One Direction.
Oh no, I don't think so. What? It's some sort of joke.
Well, should we do the sober? Red bush and Chinese jasmine green tea, peppermint eucalyptus, strawberry strawberry mallow flowers, blue corn flowers, and natural flavouring. That'll be quite refreshing, I think.
Okay then, let's go for that.
Okay.
We should have just put the microphone in their direction because she has done a full interview about his life story, and I feel too self-conscious to say we're recording a podcast. Can we have an interview with you? I'll zoom in now, listeners, and you can have a little bit of their conversation. Here we go.
Somebody somewhere's going to want to know local radio, anyone. You've got to Central News.
She's now trying to get him to talk to him about PR opportunities. You need to get yourself in the press, mate. But little does she know that she is in the press. She is in the media. The David Eagle podcast.
5-star rating.
Exactly.
We've not dropped any stars. We're still 5 stars.
We've had a few more 5-star ratings since we stopped doing the podcast, actually. It's got a lot of people happy. Now, the irony is we can't... Ellie's spent the last few minutes trying to catch someone's attention, but because the proprietor of the tea company is too engaged in conversation, we're not able to order anything at the moment. Wouldn't it be odd if we actually discover that she is doing a podcast herself, and then we find out about it, and all the way through, it's just got us in the background, going, how long have they been talking for? They've been talking for 25 minutes. But the weird thing is, she's with another 2 people, this woman. They've not said a single word. She is doing 80% of the talking. Oh, the interview's done. He's gone for a lie down now.
Herbal Tea of the Week.
I feel like Brad. He's more poetic when he's describing farts than we are sometimes when describing herbal tea. We're going to have to really up our game. I don't think we want to be using, hopefully, words like sulphurous and that kind of thing.
You'd hope not. We've got to drink it.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll find out as we return to Herbal Tea of the Week very soon. So I mentioned a couple of weeks ago on the podcast that I was about to do a Christian festival.
Oh, yeah?
I was about to do Greenbelt. I didn't know how it was going to go down. There was a part of me going, how Christian is this festival going to be? And I was a little bit concerned because I was doing the comedy first on Saturday night, and then I had to come back on the Monday with the young'uns to do a workshop and a gig. So I thought if I really upset the Christians on the Saturday, that could jeopardise the entire thing on the Monday. Imagine getting booed off on the Saturday and then coming back on the Monday and then just getting run out of town. I'm pleased to report that didn't happen. It was a lovely gig. Never has Killing My Dog for Satan gone down so well. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, I thought it might go down like a fart in a crowded lift. I mean, to most people, that's a bad thing. To Brad, he's like, oh, yes. Well, firstly, it was a bit strange. So the woman who guided me onto the stage, so sometimes I get guided on, and sometimes I just walk onto the stage on my own volition. She said, oh, it's quite a big stage, so I'll guide you on because there might be quite a few things around. So the MC says, please welcome to the stage, David Eagle. Well, we know what happens. Ah! So she guides me onto the stage. Now, I'm ready to go straight in. I've done my R. I've gone, I'm ready to go. But she's walking me really slowly to the stage. The applause ends, and I'm ready to start. I'm positioned at the microphone, and I start talking, but she's talking in my ear. She's going, you've got your accordion mic here, and then there's another mic for the accordion on this side. Yeah. And I'm like trying to say, listen, to the audience, I'm like, the gig doesn't normally start like this, and trying to make a couple of jokes, but not be rude to her as well. And then the best bit is I've managed to make, I think, a couple of little jokes to the audience, and it's gone down really well. But she's still stood there going, so you got your accordion mic there, and I've said something, you got the accordion mic there. And then, bearing in mind I've been talking into the microphone for 10 seconds, she then taps the microphone that I've been talking into, goes, and that's your mic for your voice.
I'm using my voice into it at the moment.
Well, I've been talking into it for 10 seconds, but thank you very much. And then I had this really odd thing, and I felt a bit bad because the audience couldn't really hear what she was saying. So I was like, oh, you can flirt with me afterwards. And then I felt a little bit bad because I thought, it's might be taken as slightly sexist that, a woman's guiding me on the stage. She's trying to help me. She's taking hold of my hand, and then I've made a joke of like, you can flirt with me afterwards, love. But just in
See me in the green room.
But just in the moment, I was like, well, I've got to try and keep the thing moving because otherwise it's just 10 seconds of someone going, that's that mic there, that's that mic, that's your vocal mic there, mate. I love that though. I've been talking into it for 10 seconds. I was like, I wonder what was going on. I thought my voice was a bit louder than usual, but it was a wonderful gig. So, also on at the festival, I thought I was potentially going to be controversial with my stuff, but I wasn't too worried because I thought it's quite a liberal Christian festival because they did have Richard Dawkins speaking at the festival. So I thought if we can deal with Richard Dawkins, they can surely deal with me. So anyway, here are a few little clips from Greenbelt Christian Festival. And we'll start with the clips from my comedy gig, and then we'll have a little clip from the young'uns gig at the end.
So I mentioned that I was blind at the start of the gig. Still am, by the way. Don't worry, I will keep you updated if anything changes. Well, you never know. At a Christian festival, maybe a miraculous cure. I don't know. But, hey. I mean, that does happen to me quite a lot. But a couple of weeks ago, I was taking a walk in the park, and this person came up to me and said, "Oh, I'm going to cure you. I'm going to try and cure you from your blindness." In fairness, he did say try, and he did say it's through God, so he sort of abdicated responsibility for it there, you know. And he put his hand on my eye, and to be honest, I was absolutely livid, mainly because it was this was the day before going up to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I'd written an hour about blindness. The last thing I need is a miraculous cure, thank you very much. I hastily rewrite an hour's worth of set on the thing, it'll be absolutely ridiculous. So, and they don't think these things through, do they, before they just sort of go around curing willy-nilly. Unbelievable. He said there was nothing he could do about me wedding, but anyway... Bum Bum as well. That's another one. But anyway, I'm just being heckled in drum telegraphy there. Bum Bum, thank you very much. Anyway, it's a very niche joke. I don't quite understand it myself, but we'll work on it. We'll workshop that. There's a transcript available afterwards if this is going a bit too fast for you. Just like on Sunday, I'm on the stage again. I'm doing it all in ancient Hebrew. Anyway. Well, I am actually back here doing this festival. Genuinely, I'm here on Monday. I'm a folk singer. Yeah, that's good to see my 6 fans are in tonight. Excellent. So we're doing a concert at 4, and then we're doing a harmony workshop at 12 on the Monday. Although apparently we are competing against something called beer and hymns. Yeah, which sounds absolutely brilliant. It does sound very laddie though, doesn't it? What is it like? Is it kind of like, give me joy in my heart, keep me praising, give me joy in my heart, I say, give me joy in my heart, keep me praising, I love you, mate, keep me praising, so if you want to come and do our workshop, it's a 3-part harmony version of Killing My Dog for Satan. We're on at 12 o'clock, as I say, and we'll be on to repair the damage after Richard Dawkins. That should be fun. The Lord of the Dance.
Oh, well, that could be the encore. We'll do that one.
Ah, yes. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. What a wonderful line. I mean, Jesus was asking for it, in fairness. He did say, get behind me, Satan. But anyway,
Have you got any stand-up comedy shows coming up in the area, David?
Well, I'm opening a kennels tomorrow. What is your favourite hymn, by the way, Michael?
Oh, I love a bit of Thine Be the Glory. Oh,
I like that. I like Shine, Jesus, Shine. I love that one because it's got that Shine on me. It's such a lovely Shine on me. I love the chorus. Very good. Anyway, I mean,
people are joining in.
Yeah. If you want to come to our new workshop, the Young and Scat Hymns.
Oh, I don't know. I tend to watch the more sadder, softer ones, of course.
Oh, really?
I love This Is My Body, the old Catholic classic, This Is My Body.
What's that one? This is... Oh, yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No, is it Born to Thee? Is that one?
Begging forgiveness, making you free.
Oh, yes. I mean, weirdly, we always do this as an encore. This is the best it's ever gone down.
So there must have been like 1,000 people at this gig.
Yeah.
And there might have been more at the Young'uns one. It might actually, it sounds quiet at the Young'uns gig, but that's because we were on an outdoor stage, and so the crowd were further away, whereas mine was in like a marquee bit. So there must have been 1,000 people or something. I don't know how many, but a wonderful festival. So at this point, I was feeling very good after the Greenbelt gig, but then something did happen to bring me down to earth. Ooh. Basically, a review came out. I don't know if you've seen this review.
I haven't, no.
Well, there was a review for a gig that I did in Spalding, and it made it into the Spalding Guardian. It's very oddly written. We'll come to that, but I got some very odd reviews at the Fringe. One woman came up to me, and she said, that was very rousing. And then she walked off. And then I'd just done a gig at the Fringe, and then I walked into the toilet, and just as I got my pings out, I heard, and I was standing in the middle between two people who were obviously having a conversation, must have known each other, obviously having a conversation, and generally I heard him go, I thought the blind guy had a couple of decent jokes. So they're obviously reviewing the gig. Now, I assumed it was a joke, and they'd seen me, and they went, oh, yeah, well, we'll just say I thought So I said, oh, yes, very good, very good. And they genuinely, it became clear that they didn't know I was there. Because oh, bloody hell! And so I was like, oh, a couple of decent jokes, I'll have to get that on a poster. And they're like, oh, yeah. And they didn't even try and backtrack or anything. Oh, yeah, we knew you were there. Just a little joke. Let me send you, Ellie, this little review from the Spalding Guardian. She has a way, this journalist, of writing in a way that I don't think she's trying to be negative. I think she's actually making a positive comment, but it comes across as negative. The headline is, Spalding comedy event left my face aching with laughter. When you read the bit that she's written about me, I don't think I was the one making a face ache. Certainly not with laughter anyway. So the first bit that caught my eye was that she mentions the MC. There was the counsellor was there as well.
Yeah.
And I said, what party are you part of? And there was a pause and no one said anything. There was silence. And you know at that moment, it's Tory. And that's the weird thing. This has happened to gigs before where there's a counsellor and I or someone else has said, and so what party is it? If it's Labour, they'll just say Labour. Or Independent or whatever. But if it's Tory, there's always silence and they don't want to say it. And you sort of think, isn't that weird? Because if they feel they've got nothing to hide, then you just say, Tory, mate, Tory, and you'd be proud of it. So I say, what party? And there was a big pause, and then eventually someone went, he's a Tory. And so I put the microphone back and said, well, that's the end of the gig. And I walked off, and I left it for a good 10 seconds. And that got a very good response. I know. I shouldn't be too harsh on the Tories. I want to say in my defence, this was before I heard Liz Truss's speech. So I didn't know. I'm a convert now.
One round.
Exactly. Me and Joe Lycett. So the MC does his usual thing of going on and chatting to the audience. I love the way that she describes this MC. I don't think she's trying to be negative about him, but it comes across very negative.
So she says, the show got off to a toe-curlingly embarrassing start when MC Paul Revel wasted no time in acquainting himself with the audience, including yours truly.
Now, the second thing is, anyone who says yours truly, bear in mind she's doing a comedy review, and she says yours truly. Instantly, we can just discount anything that she says. It gets off to a toe-curlingly embarrassing start. What she means is because it's chatting to audience members.
And including her.
Yeah, so it was a bit embarrassing. He talked to me, but she doesn't quite explain that well enough.
No. So the first act to take the stage was David Eagle. Opting to open with a song about killing dogs played on the accordion, David set the tone for his set straight away.
I mean, I don't know if I did, because I didn't talk about killing dogs for the rest of the set, but fair enough.
A lot of awkward laughter followed as the blind comedian proceeded to joke about
awkward laughter. I mean, I think, and I'm not just trying to put rose-tinted goggles, whatever they have, doesn't really matter, I won't be able to see anyway, with their goggles or spectacles. I don't know, I genuinely think what she says, because what she says is she says awkward laughter as he jokes about his blindness.
His disability and religion to many guffaws.
Yeah, she should say guffaws, but the line awkward laughter, I think she means that where maybe they're laughing.
Feel a bit awkward about laughing about disability.
They're laughing at certain things that people might feel awkward about laughing about, but she doesn't say it like that. She says awkward laughter. Awkward laughter means people are laughing, but they don't really want to laugh.
Yeah.
If you do awkward laughter, it means you don't really find it funny. If someone said, how was the gig, mate? Well, let's just say there was a lot of awkward laughter and it was a toe-curlingly embarrassing start. Sounds absolutely brilliant. So at least she does say guffaws. And I almost think the two things in one sentence, they contradict each other. Awkward laughter and guffaws.
It could be a cat or a rat or a bat or a frog or a hog or a monkey. It might have a penis that's bulbous and fat or a long one, a short one or chunky. An eagle, a weasel, a snake or a shark with a member that's slender or glows in the dark. It might have a willy that looks rather silly or bent and misshapen and wonky. If we were on the radio, this feature might get us sacked. But now it's time for Ellie Skinner's weekly animal penis fact.
So you've been interviewing one of your workmates because...
Yes, they have a PhD in philosophy. I believe it's philosophy of sex.
Okay, as part of that, picked up a thing or two about animal genitals. In particular, this little fact, it's a monkey penis-related fact that they have for us. Let's head to this little recording that you did earlier, Ellie.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Ellie Skinner's weekly animal penis fact.
So, there was a Victorian scientist, in a loose sense, who was absolutely convinced that men could feel rejuvenated and younger and have more vitality. Presumably he meant something very specific by that, but the implication that it was general vitality if they had monkey testicles, or the testicles of some creature younger than themselves, sewn into their bollocks, sewn into their scrotum.
So they got a double testes situation going on.
Right, yeah.
A hybrid Dr. Moreau.
Yeah, so
Wow.
he was so convinced of this. I don't think he had any volunteers for this, but he was
What a
so
shock.
convinced of this. He tested it on, I think he'd been putting like rat testicles into like goats or something. I can't remember, but like he was so convinced that this had worked on animals that he did it on himself with monkey testicles. But I don't think he did it on any patients. But there was a guy who was so inspired by what he'd done and thought, this is a great idea. I'm convinced it worked really well. He was like, I'm just going to start offering this service to other people. Apparently, dozens of people had this operation where he'd put monkey testicles, sewn them into their scrotums. And I think the idea was that they just attached themselves. You didn't need to do any complicated stuff. You just stitch them in there and they'll work themselves in somehow. And he apparently had a lot of positive reviews. I am willing to bet that 99% of these were completely forged. He got sued a lot, which I don't think is very surprising. Got sued a lot, but my favourite fact about this whole thing is that he was banned from practising in the UK, not because they were like, this is clearly nonsense, won't work, it is dangerous, but they were like, it's a bit cruel to animals, actually.
Fair enough, true.
So that's the monkey testicle fact.
Excellent. Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
Ellie Skinner's weekly animal penis fact.
Wonderful work, Ellie. With quality content like that, they'll have you in the Spalding Guardian any day.
Oh, we can only dream.
Certainly.
Put your hand in my big box, pull out a cassette. We have no idea right now what's on it yet. But then we press play, we'll hear what we get. It's time to play a game we call Cassette Roulette.
This is Cassette Roulette, the feature where Ellie puts her hand in my box full of cassettes, and whatever, that's the cassette she's chosen. And whatever is on the cassette, because I recorded all sorts of tapes from the radio of myself when I was a child up until my late teens, maybe even beyond. And whatever is on that tape, we will play in our feature Cassette Roulette. And this week, Ellie, we're going far back in time.
Oh, good.
Well, we're going back to 1993.
Oh.
And it's not the radio, it's me.
Oh, I love these
My
ones.
8-year-old self. In fact, I know that we are about to hear from my 7-year-old self. And I know this because the majority of this tape is my 8th birthday party.
Oh.
Which has been recorded. I think we had like a karaoke machine, and we're obviously just shouting things on the microphone. Before that, I know we got a little clip from my 7-year-old self. And I'm a bit annoyed that I taped over this tape with my 8th birthday party, because this recording from me at 7 is quite interesting, but unfortunately there's only a few seconds of it. But here we go. So this is being my 7-year-old self, and then I unfortunately press record and tape over whatever that is with my 8th birthday party. But here we go.
Welcome, David Eagle, and I taped this program so you can have a tape of it. Let me tell you, welcome to this program, and I hope you have a nice time listening to it. Well, when I do different programs, today I decided...
And unfortunately...
We'll never know what today you decided.
I do lots of programs, I say, and today I have decided...
Oh, you're so adorable.
I'm sure my 8-year-old self would be very proud to know that 30 years in the future I will be doing a program talking about farts. People being sexually aroused by farts and animal penis facts. But disappointed about the herbal tea, I think. You think that's a little bit too twee.
Yeah.
But now we head in...
how you're just introducing yourself with your full name all the time, because you're a professional. David
Wouldn't
Eagle
it be
here.
brilliant if we heard the programme? So anyway, let's start the programme. I wonder when the first example of that is. Anyway, here is clip number 2 as we enter my 8th birthday party. Oh, and I think this time, as we sing along to True Unlimited, you can hear a real beginnings of how I might have gone into harmony singing here.
With True Unlimited.
I don't think that's me. That's not me doing that. I don't know who that is. But I love that. I think we can have these as like just general clips.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we will deliver. That's obviously going to be one to get us motivated. But if I'm ever feeling a bit like in a slump.
All right, we're going to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, we're going to rock and roll. Bear in mind, that boy's just shouted, right, we're going to rock and roll.
Yeah.
So he's very excited. I seem to take it upon myself at the party to just to tell everyone to be quiet, essentially.
That's what you say to me for a lot of the podcast. You'll just be quiet, Ellie. I'll cut that out.
Exactly. They'll never get that monologue about the goat.
It's disappointing because it was great.
Quiet! Right, you're all right to speak now.
So then I give them permission to speak.
It's just like this.
But I can remove their permission.
Did you put your hand on their shoulder so that they knew?
Oh, yeah, maybe I was, like I do with you.
Yeah.
Quiet! Illegals finished just no. Okay, Liam, that's lots.
Was that little Liam?
My brother Liam was trying to tell a joke, and I just went, all right, Liam, come on, that's lots. That's enough.
Illegals finished just no. Okay, Liam, that's lots.
I love the part that I said Liam Eagles finished his words. I said Liam Eagle. That's it. Liam Eagles finished his words.
Illegals finished just no. Quiet!
If Liam does a little speech at our wedding, can you go, Liam Eagles finished his words?
All right, Liam, that's lots.
It's my life! Quiet! I'm the boss of this place now. Time to do my kick! It is time to do my kick! Can we bring it in the room now?
It's my 8th birthday, and I'm just bossing everyone around.
Time to do my kick! It is time to do my kick! Can we bring it in the room now? It is time to sing happy birthday! Get in this house! Happy birthday!
Not
Is that
yet.
your mum or someone? It is time to sing happy birthday.
One lone voice. Happy birthday. Not yet.
I like as well that, there's definitely a drop in voice. I don't know if it's because you're
Must be all
doing
the alcohol.
an authoritarian
By the way,
dictator voice.
the echo makes it sound more austere as well, but
Yeah.
that's just from the microphone. The karaoke machine automatically put reverb on it.
Get in this house now! Get in the house! We're doing the birthday cake!
And then after we've done the birthday cake and we've sung happy birthday, there's a little bit of karaoke that we have on the nights. This is my mum and my aunties singing. And, well, it's aunties singing.
Come on and work it all out. Work it all out, honey. Work it all out, honey. You know you look so good. You know you look so good. You know you got me going now. You know you twist so fine. Come on, real closer now. And let me know that you're mine. Woo! Come on, baby now. There's too many, come on and work it all out.
There we go. so there you go. Some clips from my 8-year-old self. Quiet!
I'm the boss of this place now.
It's time for Herbal Tea of the Week, Part 2, as we head back to Nottingham.
Herbal Tea of the Week.
Now, Ellie, I can already smell one of the teas there when she was putting it down. First tea, Hound on the Hunt.
Sweet, smoky and chilli bonfire blend. Apple pieces, rosehip, beetroot, aniseed, licorice, lapsang, souchong, black tea. Red peppercorn, safflower, sunflower, chilli, and natural flavouring. And it also says that this one does have caffeine, but it's low caffeine.
Okay.
So, because this one's mostly fruity, I don't think we need to put the oat milk in that one. I think we should do that in the other two instead.
We've now discovered the waitress's name, Ashley. Goodness knows what she must be thinking, because not only have I got a microphone, you're taking pictures of the menu. We've got somebody, the woman next to us has said, oh yes, I'm going to put a positive review on TripAdvisor about this. I'll make sure to mention your name. She's probably thinking, what's going on today? There's just like people with microphones, cameras, asking questions. So, we need to start with the smell. Now, this is an absolutely delightful smell. This is the Hound of the Hunt. There is a definite smokiness, Ellie.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's not too berryish either.
No, well, that's the thing.
Overwhelming smokiness.
If you've had a lapsang souchong before, you'll know that is very smoky, woody tea. This, it's got the smokiness, but it's got a little hint of that berryness about it, the berries coming through, and maybe even quite a bit of a sweetness as well, I think. Do you get that? And I think there's something so interesting about the contrast between the smokiness and the sweetness. You don't normally get sweet and smoky together. No. Okay, this might be foolhardy. It might be going in too strong too soon. After 3, marks out of 10 on smell. 1, 2, 3, 10. Ooh. I'm giving it full marks. Ellie is only going for 8. What's going on, Ellie?
Oh, I do really like it. I just maybe didn't want to go too strong too soon.
Well, yeah, you know me, Ellie. Too strong too soon. I've read your feedback form, Ellie. Always do a feedback form afterwards, everybody. Right, I'm lifting the cup to my mouth. It's time to taste it. Oh. There is a real kick at the back of the throat, which I was not expecting. But I'm getting the sweetness, I'm getting the smokiness. I like it a lot.
And it's got enough sweetness, you don't need to have a sugar in it. I think sugar would.
And I think you're right on the oat milk as well. You don't need, it's just lovely. I like it a lot. Difficult to know what I feel about the fieriness. I really like it, but it's a very odd, unexpected feeling at the back of the throat. Again, I've read your feedback form, Ellie.
And we are going to... Dear God.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're going to say?
I think I do.
1, 2, 3, 7.
8.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was going to give it an 8.
Yeah.
But then there's that feeling in the back of the throat, that fieriness, and it's so harsh because I really, really like the tea.
Well, I think what we've done with chili blends before is we have put milk in, and that's just knocked back the chili slightly. So because it's got the apple and all the fruit, I mean, we could. Do you want to try a little bit with We've marked it now, so the mark's down.
Oh, well, that's the problem.
But do you want to see what it would have been like?
Okay, let's try it with a little bit of oat milk then.
Because the others are fun.
Yeah, if we're going to add the oat milk, let's add it. So you've just heard someone say hospice. Just wanted to verify they were talking about someone who they know who works at a hospice. I didn't want that to cut through. I think that someone was reviewing the tea and describing it as hospice. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, we're trying it with oat milk.
Looks like a strawberry milkshake.
All right. Oh, that really sweetens it up, which I think it tempers that aggressiveness from the back of the throat as well. But I think that's a good score.
I think that would also be, with the milk, I think that'd be quite an acquired taste for people, and they might be a bit reluctant because of the brightness. I've taken a photo of what it looks like with the milk in. It does look like a bright, hot strawberry milkshake.
I like it though. It's got an 18 for smell, it's got a 15 for taste, which gives it a tea total of
33.
33 out of a possible 40. Pretty good score. Strong starts. It's time to see whether tea number 2 can trump that.
Tea number 2 is carrot cake. Warming and softly sweet, not just for Easter treat. With
a little rhyming couplet there, but we're not viewing on description this time.
With red bush, carrot, cinnamon, lemon peel, mallow flowers and flavouring.
This is without oat milk so far.
This has got a lovely orange colour to it.
We start with the smell. Oh, this is much sweeter smelling, as you'd expect, I suppose, from carrot cake. It smells, and I'm not a fan of fruity teas, and that smells like a fruity tea.
What's your vote for smell?
1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, it doesn't get anywhere near as high. It's just that the smell promises a taste that I'm not sure I would like as much. And it's that fruitiness, the cinnamon, the lemoniness coming out. It does smell like a carrot cake, though, in fairness. And I do like carrot cake, but I'd rather eat a carrot cake than drink a carrot cake tea, I think. Let's move on to the drinking. Yes, it is very fruity. And this, I think, is where it massively diverges from the carrot cake. What do you think about that?
I don't think it necessarily tastes quite like a carrot cake.
Okay, well, we're going to add some oat milk, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Again, the oat milk sweetens it out a lot.
Oh, yeah. That's very different, isn't it?
And all of a sudden, I'm getting carrot cake.
Yeah.
It is more like a carrot cake. And that's pretty nice. Because it's moved away from fruitiness now. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're going?
I think I do.
Okay then, Ellie, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6.
7.
Oh, yet again, a 6 and a 7 makes 13 on both cans. Double that, 26 for a tea total. So, can sober knock off Hound of the Hunt? It's sober at the moment. Very soon, though, it will be drunk.
Breathy eucalyptus with soft...
Breathy eucalyptus?
Yeah, with soft strawberries. Blended to sober, a track by Arthur Dove. Red bush and Chinese jasmine green tea, peppermint eucalyptus, freeze-dried strawberry, mallow flowers, blue cornflowers, and natural flavouring.
This is inspired by music.
Yeah.
Arthur Dove.
So
you think that's the proprietor?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, I'm certainly not aware of the artist Arthur Dove, and also it does seem quite odd that he's used his tea company to promote his own music. A track inspired by Arthur Dove. But if he is Arthur Dove, he's just a track inspired by himself. Seems quite odd.
This is the Arthur Dove Tea Company who blend all these teas. On the music section of the website, there's some singles, so we could play a little bit.
We will play in the background, we'll play a little bit of Arthur Dove.
And there's also a Hound on the Hunt track.
Oh!
So we didn't know about that.
Okay, well, so we have a little bit of Hound. We'll play a bit of the Hound on the Hunt, listeners. So we'll play that. Now, unfortunately, we can't really comment on it at the moment because we're playing it in for you, but we're not hearing it at the moment. So, but I'm sure that gives you an extra insight. You're probably going, David, we've heard Hound on the Hunt. We could have immediately told you what the tea was going to be like.
If you're alive and well, we're never ever getting to the bottom of it. If you're alive and well, then all the other things that we do will be getting me over it too. Getting me over it too.
That's Hound on the Hunt there. Let's have a little listen to Sober, which is the tea that we're drinking. So I imagine many of you now hearing that music that we can't hear, but you're hearing it, and your taste buds are going, I know exactly what you're about to receive, David, because the music conveys it perfectly. Well, let's see if you're right, listeners.
For a smell.
Oh!
So this is interesting.
This is interesting. This is very citrusy.
Yeah, because I don't think I've had a strawberry and eucalyptus.
Oh, yeah. I think it's this mix of the strawberry and the eucalyptus that turns it into a sort of citrusy smell.
Refreshing, isn't it?
Of course, in the past, that eucalyptus tea, the Breathe Easy from Birdhouse, scored very well indeed.
And there's a peppermint as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite refreshing smelling.
Wonderful. Okay.
And I think I know what I'm going for.
I know what I'm going for as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 9. Oh, so 17 on smell. I really like that. Okay, it's time to taste. Oh, my goodness.
That's not what I thought it'd be.
That's not what I thought. It's more floral, maybe.
Yeah. I think it's because of the green tea in it.
I wouldn't have thought this would need oat milk particularly, but...
No, I think probably not. I don't think I'd want to mark it on oat milk.
No. Oh, that bitterness with the floralness, the eucalyptus coming through. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's let my throat a little bit raspy, almost. It's nice. Okay, it's time to rate it. Are you ready, Ellie?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Oh.
Okay, well, we know what the winner is, but let's add up all of the scores then, Ellie.
Okay, so the sober, the most recent 31, carrot cake, teetotal of 26, but the runaway success with a teetotal of 33 out of 40 is Hound on the Hunt.
Yes, and to celebrate, let's have a little bit of Arthur Dove, Hound on the Hunt.
If you're alive and well, we're never ever getting to the bottom of it. If you're alive and well, then all the other things that we do, forgetting me over it.
Okay, so I've deliberately not let Ellie hear Herbal Tea of the Week bit there, because if you remember, Ellie, the teas that we were drinking were inspired by the proprietor, who was also a musician called Arthur Dove.
Yeah.
Now, you've not heard any of Arthur Dove's music yet, have you?
No.
So bearing in mind, this is the first, we're just going to get Ellie's reaction to this, the first reaction to Arthur Dove's music. Bearing in mind, this is meant to have inspired the tea that we were drinking, Hound on the Hunt, and this is his song, Hound on the Hunt. I mean, suddenly, twist and shout doesn't sound that bad. In fairness, it does get better.
Okay.
It's just that little bit there. But it's
We're chalking up the miles, a hand for holding unrequited.
yes, it does do a proper song, but it's just it just sounds like the song's called Hound on the Hunt. Ow. Anyway, so that's Arthur Dove. You want to check him out? I think we need to be careful. I'd be too disparaging about him. Bearing in mind, he got into music and tea because he was having a bit of a problem with drink. I don't want him to suddenly turn into it again. I was doing really well, and I had the David Eagle podcast. Recently, I was asked to do a theme tune for a podcast.
Yeah.
But when we play this and we'll promote the podcast, it's a podcast called Historical Hot or Not, which is run by two comedians. Each week they look at a historical figure and they decide, despite what they may have done in their lives, would you have sex with that historical figure or not? So that was the kind of remit that I was given, as long, well, that's what you have to try and put into a theme. So I created a little theme, which I shall play now, but it got me thinking, maybe this is how we make our money, Ellie. Mm-hmm. Because on our Young'uns show during lockdown, we had the Mercenary Minute, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where I would do a little jingle or advert for someone. And I thought maybe we could bring it back for the David Eagle podcast.
Okay.
So if anyone wants a jingle, an advert, it could be a birthday greeting, it could be for a bar mitzvah, it could be a tailor-made first dance for a wedding.
Maybe not a funeral.
First dance for a funeral. Maybe. Maybe it could be as the coffin is
Sent through
being
the
sent
curtains.
through. I mean, obviously, I'd need to rehearse. This will inspire people, I'm sure. So what do we do? 50 quid?
Yeah.
I've created this little jingle, so I think this will inspire people if you want your own little jingle created. But this is the jingle for the podcast, Historical Hot or Not.
They might be a Viking or a Saxon or a Roman, but tell me, do you like 'em? Would you sex 'em? Would you bone 'em? Would you go to bed with King Ethelred? Would you bonk William the Conqueror, romp in the sheets with Samuel Pepys? Mussolini was a meanie, led a fascist insurrection, but does he make you creamy? Does he give you an erection? Would you pork Richard the Duke of York? Does a boner start when you think of Bonaparte? Are you sexually aroused at the thought of Pol Pot? Historical hot or not?
I don't think I'd be able to go on that podcast because there might be issues.
They'll all be your ancestors.
Yeah.
As we've established. Ellie,
Yeah.
what was the one that you established?
It was Henry VIII.
No, there was a one...
Oh, recent.
Jane Seymour.
Oh, yeah. So Henry VIII's third wife was Jane Seymour. Her sister Elizabeth is my 15th great-grandmother.
Yeah. And I thought you'd be with David Sealess.
Oh!
So if you want anything advertised, it could be a birthday message. It could be anything. You can get in touch with us on social media, or you can email our new podcast podcast email address, thedavideaglepodcast@gmail.com. Because I did used to do a lot of jingles for various community radio stations when I left university. People now and again would commission me to do various jingles. And so I have a couple of these that I managed to find. For some reason, I would always go very posh a lot of the time when I did a jingle. There's this one, which I did for a community radio station in Lincoln called Siren FM. As I say, I go very posh when I do these jingles.
Siren 107.3, broadcasting to you from the university, a radio station for the whole community. Siren 107.3 FM for Lincoln.
I like the fact that I go broadcasting to you from the university radio station. I roll my R's. But I also like the fact I rhyme FM with Lincoln by going for Lincoln, which I thought we could almost reappropriate if we have any Chinese, I don't know if that's a name of like a Chinese listener
or
or
a
something.
couple, Lynn and Ken.
Or for Lynn and Ken. I could just put an "and" in there. I could
Lynn
go
and Ken.
for Lynn and Ken. There you go. So is anyone for Lynn? If there's anyone, a couple called Lynn and Ken, you've got that for free. I also did one, Ellie, for a presenter called Becky Schofield on a community radio station. It was a station called, I've no idea what this station is, I don't know if it still exists, called The Stump.
Okay.
As I knew it was Becky Schofield on The Stump, I went for this. And I've taken the poshness to a whole new level in this one, Ellie.
Becky Schofield on the stump. That may sound like she's impaled her rump, following a very clumsy jump, landing on the stump with a bump. The stump, in fact, is a radio station. Now you've cause for celebration, for Becky Schofield's on the radio. So I better shut up so she can start her show.
I like the idea. I don't know if I ever got told what kind of a show it was. I just got told it was Becky Schofield on the Stump. Can you do a jingle? I'd love it if it was like a heavy metal show. So she comes out with,
so I better shut up so she can start her show.
All right, dudes, let's rock.
I mean, I've just Googled The Stump Becky Schofield. It's come up with a physiotherapist. But that seems a bit inappropriate with The Stump.
Don't know.
Maybe she specialises in amputees.
Amputees of the week. That could be our next feature.
I don't think we should.
Amputees of the week. Maybe we should play out with, because I got a very unusual commission, Ellie, which you'll remember from a couple of years ago, where it was some children's charity.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It's Grimm & Co. It's a literary charity in Rotherham.
Children had written poems, and the idea was the poetry would be turned into song, and a number of artists were asked if they could take one of these poems and turn it into a song. So I was given quite a few poems to read through, and there were some very interesting ones. There were some very surreal ones that didn't really have rhyme schemes, and I thought that's going to be quite difficult to do anything with. And there was actually, I do remember one person did a song about farting or something, or bubbles or something like that. One poem about that. And I think Boff Wally might have, from Chumbawamba, might have covered that one. But there was a whole CD. I don't know if people can even get the CD now. I don't even know what it was called. I don't even know if this is available anywhere.
Lyrical.
That's what it was called, right?
But it's sold out.
So this, I probably not meant to put it on. I think I did say do like a contract or something that I said, but I think it's fine now. I think enough times, like 2 or 3 years ago this.
4 years ago, mate.
4 years, right? Yeah. I read this one and immediately thought, this is the one I'm going to do. It was a poem called Death Race. And actually, I think it was, they knew when they were writing them that they were going to be put into songs, which is why some of the lyrics of this one were na 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 na. So they'd actually written na 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 na
so the two,
as a kind of musical direction.
I haven't got the lyrics, but the two girls who wrote it were Sophia and Daisy.
Right, okay. I never heard from these people.
No.
Like, I did this song, and I probably went a little bit over the top, because some of the songs, you know, you had, like, people just playing a guitar and singing along, and I kind of went, like, full epic kind of orchestration and things with this. Didn't get paid for this, by the way. This is all completely for free, but it's such a strange song. It doesn't have the lyrics, but you'll hear the lyrics when we play the song, because that would have been a bit cheeky. I've done the other song, and I did do the lyrics, but then I thought, I think it sounds a lot better without them, to be honest. So this is an instrumental. And I don't think I do this in a posh voice. Well, I don't know what the song was necessarily about. It was a song called Death Race. There was someone called Colin who met a rather unfortunate demise. I'm not sure what style of music. There was no kind of indication of like what genre they were hoping looking for.
And they had booked primarily folk musicians for writing the music.
It didn't strike me as very folk orientated, this particular song. I don't know if they were hoping for like something a bit more poppy, and I kind of went for something a little bit more metally and orchestral. Why don't we play out? We'll play out with this. I think there were two 12-year-olds. I honestly thought I would do it, and then I thought I'd hear back from them. And they did say, the person I sent it to was like, oh, this is absolutely brilliant, but I never heard from them again. I'd love to know what they thought. I love the idea of it being played and just go, no, we're not hoping for that at all.
This is not what we were thinking
We want for
of.
something like Rihanna or something like that. But I'm sure this will inspire people to get involved with David Eagle's mercenary musical moment.
Can't catch my breath. 80,000 fans are screaming. Death is, look, I nearly survived. Death is, when you know that I tried. Death is, it's a son that I died. Death is, death is, death is, na 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 na. Death is, na 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 na. Death is, na 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 na. Death is, it's a death race. Died. The flames are leaping. Oh, I'm dying inside. Falling to death. The whistle sounding. It's a death race. Look, I nearly survived. Death race. Well, you know that I tried. Death race. It's a son that I died. Death race. Death race. Death race. Na 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 na. The rest, na 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 na. The rest, na 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 na. The rest, it's a death race. So sadly denied. Colin, well, it's a shame that he died. Colin, you really should have bailed. 'Cause Colin, yes, he failed. Colin, oh, Colin, what you like? Look, I nearly survived. Death race, well, you know that I tried. Death race, it's so sad that I died. Death race, death race, death race, na 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 na. Death race, na 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 na. Death race, na 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 na. Death race, it's a death race. Look, I nearly survived. Death race, well, you know that I tried. Death race, it's so sad that I died. Death race. Rest in peace, Colin.
There you go.
Poor Colin.
I know. I'd love to know what inspired that, because I love the idea of they've written that together as well.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think that'll have inspired a lot of people to want to part with their money now for a jingle. I predict that no one's going to get in contact about it, but you never know.
Quiet!
Well, David, at the age of 8, has spoken. We have to say goodbye. Thank you very much for listening. Now, we don't know if we're going to do another podcast before we get married,
Don't
which will
know.
be on the 26th. Chances are we may not get a chance to, actually,
Might not
because we're
have
going to be
time.
away. So this might be the last time that Ellie refers to herself as Ellie Skinner. So what a moment this is going to be. From me, David Eagle.
And me, Ellie Skinner.
Goodbye.
Bye.